Hey everybody, and welcome to this special on the Sun transiting in Leo. So when the Sun transits in the constellation of Leo from the 17th of August to the 17th of September, remember this is based on Vedic constellational astrology. It can bring positive and negative influences. First I'm going to discuss the aspects the Sun makes when entering Leo. Then I'm going to talk about what the Sun in Leo can mean for committed and hookup relationships, and also what it means for personal, spiritual, career and educational development, as well as the past life and karmic meanings. Okay, so let's dive into the juicy details. So when our mighty Sun enters Leo, it's like an A-list celebrity stepping out onto the red carpet. It demands our attention and creates quite a buzz in the celestial realm. So I'm just going to talk about the summary version, what it means for committed relationships, personal development, and if you want the in-depth version, then listen past this. So whether you're in a committed relationship or enjoying carefree hookups, Leo's energy will add a sizzle to your love life. Expect passion, drama, and maybe a touch of extravagance for some of you. Some of you may get married now. It is the summer in the northern hemisphere after all, or even if you're in the southern hemisphere, this can be a good time for getting wed or making yourself more committed in your relationship, darlings. And in terms of career, it's a good time to take centre stage and showcase your talents, be more ambitious, take bold risks, chase after your dreams, and let your inner star power guide you to success. In the realms of education, this brings a touch of creativity and inspiration. So some of you may find yourself brimming with ideas and a newfound enthusiasm for learning new things. So this can be a perfect time to dive into a new course or continue learning something you've been putting off. Exploring, a new subject or hobby can ignite your passion and relight your fire. And when it comes to spiritual and personal development, it's great energy to continue or start the work of stepping into your own power and embracing your authentic self, and connect with your inner lion or lioness and roar with confidence, seeking out spiritual practices that resonate with your true essence and allow them to guide you on the path of self-discovery. In terms of the past life and karmic meanings, Leo's energy brings a sense of grandeur and theatrics to this realm. If you've been curious about your past lives or karmic lessons that you're here to learn this time, it'd be great for you to dive deep into meditation or consult with a past life regressionist, but make sure you seek out a good one and stuff like that. And know that it's not really past life regression about finding out we was Napoleon or Medusa or Cleopatra in the past life. It's about learning what our souls learnt in the past life, where we're stuck at, the lessons we keep repeating. A lot of past life stuff, I know it's good to have soulmates and be romantic, but a lot of these soulmate relationships are actually us not letting go of the things that we need, or the people we need to let go of so we can move on. And in the world of friendships and social connections, Leo energies encourage us to surround ourselves with those who appreciate our boldness and charisma, who uplift you and allow you to be your authentic self. So right now, in terms of the karmic and past life meaning, you may be made aware of people who don't accept you for who you are right now. This can come under the spotlight, the ways that you've been faking yourself and not being authentic so you can fit in, and you may attract like-minded people who actually share your authentic dreams and aspirations. So you may leave some people behind but meet some new ones as well. In terms of your health and well-being, Leo's energy reminds us to care for ourselves and nurture ourselves, looking after our emotional, spiritual, psychological and physical health as fiercely as we pursue our goals, career goals, and going after that money and stuff like that. So it's good to incorporate self-care into your daily routine, whether it's through exercise, meditation, or simply taking time to indulge in activities that bring you joy right now. So remember, by nourishing yourself, you have the energy and vitality to pursue your passions and live life to the fullest. And keep in mind that self-care is not selfish, it is self-love. So ultimately, on the karmic and past life level, this transit of the Sun transiting in Leo wants us to explore any unresolved issues related to our ego, pride, and the need for attention or validation from external people, and such as owning enough cars, money, homes, and all the rest of it. Why do you seek success? Is success really a thing you can own, or is it something that comes from within? These are questions you may want to ask yourself, as well as whether you use your personal power in a way that empower others, or if you use it in a way that takes away other people's power, and you seek attention for selfish reasons, which seeking attention is kind of selfish. There's a difference between getting recognition for who you actually are and going out there and craving attention. Not to shame anyone or anything, but going back to your childhood or early experiences that we're all guilty of it, where we feel like we're not enough, so we kind of be extra. And there's nothing the matter with being extra and being who you are, but we put on this act of trying to mold into what other people want us to be rather than being who we are. So on the karmic level, it's about reflecting on the balance between self-confidence and humility. And some more questions you may want to ask yourself are you allowing your inner light to shine without overshadowing others? And are you using your creativity and self-expression to uplift those around you or take their power away? Okay, so now I'm going to talk about the aspects that the sun makes as it enters Leo on the 17th of August. So it makes about 3 to 4 aspects. First is with Venus and the sun in conjunction. So this can bring some drama and intensity to our romantic relationships, as we may struggle to balance our desire for attention and affection with our need for personal space and independence right now. Leo is ruled by the sun, so the sun's energy is really potent right now, bringing a strong focus on personal power and individuality, as I said in the intro. Although the conjunction between the sun and Venus is separating, it's still there, so it still allows us to look at things in a romantic, appreciate the simple things in life more and beauty, as well as it's positive for us to heal any disagreements in any form of relationships, as well as it promotes mutual understanding, affection and appreciation. Negatively, the intense focus on romance and beauty may lead to some of us becoming overly self-involved or narcissistic, neglecting the needs of others. So ultimately, the sun's conjunction to Venus right now puts the spotlight on balancing the need for self-expression and romance with the need for empathy and understanding and respecting other people's boundaries. Mars and the sun also are in a semi-sextile, which is also separating right now, but it's still influencing. So this brings increased energy and motivation and confidence. So it's like tripled, because the sun brings confidence as well, and Leo and Mars are both like fiery masculine energy as well. So this can bring impulsiveness and a tendency towards aggression or impatience. So it's beneficial to be mindful of your actions and reactions during this time, as conflicts and arguments can come up if you're not careful. Also, this aspect can, if we're not careful, although it's semi-sextile, it's subtle, but it can still increase the risk of, accidents if you're not, taking care of what you do. Mars energy can be quick and fast, so you can just fuss about and then, ignore safety precautions and, do yourself a mischief, which I like to say, which is just basically harming yourself, so just watch out for that, and of course harming others. Uranus and the sun are in a square aspect, so this adds, a shaky, unpredictable energy which can shake things up. So on the positive side, it allows us to meet new people, it aids self-expression, supporting their creativity and leadership, and taking opportunities for growth right now as well. And some of you can have sudden unexpected opportunities, whether it's in career goal, for educational or personal hobbies, or meeting a new love interest, and this love interest can kind of shake you out your comfort zone because Uranus is involved here. Negatively, it can cause or add to the disruptions that Mars' semi-sextile to the Sun brings in our relationships. So watch out for erratic behaviour, as this can add to the misunderstandings and miscommunications that's going on during the Sun in Leo. So just, respect that we've all got different values and approaches, and although you may think your way is the right way, just respecting others' boundaries, stating your boundaries, and trying to find the common ground rather than saying my way's right and put all the attention on me and stuff like that as well. If we approach our challenges with patience and open-mindedness right now, we can overcome any obstacles that come up. Also, the Sun's in the quincunx aspect, which is applying to the Sun. So this represents a clash between our ego and spiritual self, which can lead to confusion, disillusionment, and a lack of empathy and clarity in our goals. So we need to just watch out for that. Although the Sun in Leo can bring direction, this aspect of the Sun being in quincunx with Neptune can cloud it, and we may feel unsure about what we want and where we're going, which can cause us to be frustrated and anxious and stuff like that as well. So it's best for us to try and get help if we feel that way. And when Neptune's involved, it's always a risk that we escape into too much Netflixing and chilling, and drugs and alcohol and every other form of escaping, even if it's like into spirituality and the psychic realms, and delving into the psychic realms when we're under the influence of drug or alcohol can be, I don't want to say scary, it could, although some people say it's good, but we have to watch out for the negative effects, which could be, just as there's lies and cheats on the earth realm, there's lies and cheats in the psychic realm. So you just need to be careful about who you're contacting, making sure you stay grounded. And if you do feel like you're not grounded, maybe staying away from drugs and alcohol if you can, or getting help to do so. I know addiction comes into play and it's not always easy, so this energy supports us seeking help for any addictions that we can have. And Chiron and the Sun are also making a trine, so Chiron supports our healing efforts, and especially on the emotional, spiritual and psychological levels, giving us that inner strength to go forward and seek the help, because Chiron is known as the wounded healer in astrology. So it represents that although Chiron can heal, Chiron's been wounded, and this is for most of us human beings, by the time we get to 30 we've gone through some traumatic events. Even though one person's traumatic event may not be traumatic to the others, we all we lose things or lose somebody as well. So it's about knowing that it's okay to be wounded, we can still be healed, we can still make progress. And Chiron's energy gives us more self-awareness, allowing us to confront and overcome any psychological, emotional or spiritual wounds we have right now, any limited behaviours and thought patterns that hold us back as well. And just remember, the world wasn't built in one day. You can start and continue your healing work. Just be gentle with yourself. This aspect brings us intuition and opens up our access to inner wisdom, or people may come your way and share their experiences, and you can be that force for others as well. And it's just keep in mind that life is a healing process, and taking things at your own pace is okay, because sometimes we can read all these gurus or CEO talk, and they do a million things in a day, and then you get caught up, I've got to be like this person, I've got to do that. No, you have to go at your own pace. Like, we are all different, and although we can take mentors, spiritual gurus as an example, we have to take their knowledge and kind of adapt it to our life, not give ourselves excuses and stuff, but just recognizing who you are as an individual and what life means for you and what fast is for you, because someone else's fast may be your slow, and their slow may be your fast. So just keep that in mind. The Sun makes a trine to the North Node also, which is applying as well, so it's potent. So this aspect allows us to align our actions and thoughts with our higher purpose as well, and if we want, it gives us a chance and supports us in reaching our desired destination over the next month if we strategically plan and take actions daily to get there as well. Also, the areas of where we need to grow will be made evident. So this could be for some of you just by reading a book, listening to a podcast, whatever. It can come from disagreements with others that makes you step back and take a look into yourself and think, what have I done wrong here, or what are the other person doing wrong? Do I need to set negative behaviours in my life, going back to what I was saying in the intro, that some of you may end some friendships, especially if they haven't been supportive, or people may end friendships with you, relationships with you as well. So just remember to be supporting, gentle of yourself, and not be, it hurts when people leave our lives or when we have to let people go, but just try and see as whatever happens now is meant to be, and trying energy in general needs to be used for us to benefit from it. So we have to be vigilant and active to make the most of this alignment of the Sun's trine to the North Node, as well as Chiron's trine to the North Node as well. But if we're willing to do the hard work and apply ourselves, then the sky is the limit, as Biggie Smalls once sang, or does sang, because the song's still out there. So yeah, that just came into my head. So yeah, now I'm going to talk about what the Sun in Leo means for committed relationships, hookups, and career and educational and spiritual development, starting with what it means for committed relationships. So yeah, the Sun in Leo brings forward a passionate energy for committed relationships, allowing us to express ourselves in them more confidently and to be our authentic selves in our partnerships. Now, for some of you, this may not come easy. It may come after an argument. Obviously sometimes when we're in relationships, sometimes we can think we know what the other person's wants without actually asking them. So at this time, you may have those hard conversations, or something one of you does or says may bring something to your attention, but ultimately whatever happens, so you can embrace joint passions, your individual passions as well, and renew your relationship with more a sense of dedication and newness as well. You can be more playful in your committed relationships right now. You guys can be more affectionate towards each other, admire each other openly more as well, and communicate more honestly, and this can lead to a deeper understanding of each other's needs, which is always good. Can help you develop a stronger bond between you guys as well. You may also, as a couple, as I said, I don't know, if you sing ghosts, you may decide to make pottery together, just be more romantic. Do couple activities, whether it be dancing, going for a run, gaming, singing, playing an instrument, cooking together, cleaning the house together, whatever romance is for you, cleaning the car together. Well, maybe the cleaning the car is not romantic, but hey, whatever happens now, you can just allow yourself to infuse more adventure and unison into your relationship as well. Although on the negative end, you can become competitive with each other, so just watch out for that. It's good to have goals and maybe have a bit of what we call sportsmanship or sportspersonship, have a bit of fun with being competitive. And if you guys love being competitive, but even if you do, just remember to be kind to each other as well, and just be considerate of each other's feelings and opinions right now as well, so you can allow your love to shine brightly in all of its glory. So yeah, for hookup relationships, this can also make us more flirty. Some of you a bit frisky, which is good. Also can make you have a desire for attention and bring more adventure into your hookup relationships as well. And it's an opportunity to take risks in the realm of intimacy, but make sure you communicate your needs, making sure you're not crossing anybody's boundaries as well when you're seeking more adventure in your hookup connections, and just to make sure that mutual consent is always given. Whatever risk you want to take right now, make sure you're on the same page, because some people may just be wanting a summer fling, and you may want to make the relationship committed. So just be vulnerable with yourself, honest with yourself. Make sure you're just not having a hookup relationship with the hope of seeking commitment, especially if the other person's not on the same page as well. But all in all, it's a good time to explore your relationship in terms of hookup and casual encounters. So in terms of career and educational development, this can be an ideal time to pursue new opportunities, take bold steps towards professional growth, showcase your talents and take on leadership sort of like roles as well, and attract recognition and success in the correct ways rather than the toxic ways where being demanding and ignoring other people's leads. In terms of educational, whether you're at college, whether you're self-learning, you're at school, whatever, this can help you excel in your studies and stand out among your peers right now, if you allowed yourself to be a bit unique as well, and leverage the solar energy of Leo to make significant progress towards achieving your goals right now. With the sun's influence, individuals may find themselves drawn to projects and subjects that ignite their passions and allow them to express their individuality. Because the sun's transit in Leo promotes a sense of self-confidence and empowers individuals to assert themselves in their professional goals, this can lead to increased visibility and opportunities for career advancement, which is always a good thing, as long as we balance this need to move forward with taking care of our relationships needs and looking after our emotional and psychological and spiritual and physical well-being. So the sun in Leo encourages us to embrace our individuality and express ourselves freely, as well as helps us create a supportive environment for creative exploration and innovation in learning new things as well. You may find yourself drawn to subjects that align with your true passions. This transit encourages us to take a lead in group projects and share our ideas confidently and make our voices heard. So the sun in Leo wants us to have more self-belief and faith in our ideas and abilities as well, and this can translate to improved focus, determination and resilience, especially when we're faced with challenges to our career progression or learning new things as well. So the sun in Leo wants us to dream big, set ambitious goals and push and strive for excellence in our career and academic goals right now, and step out of our comfort zones, embracing new experiences. Some of you may find yourself more willing to take on new opportunities, seek out mentors and actively engage in extracurricular activities, whether it's at the workplace or within your educational settings or even in your self-learning, whether you're partaking in spiritual development, self-help, stuff like that as well. You may actively seek out people who have achieved success in their desired fields and strive to learn from their experiences so you can apply them to your life as well. So the sun's presence in Leo encourages us to take charge of our educational and career goals and maximize our learning opportunities outside of the classroom or workplace. This transit encourages us to seek out new challenges and push ourselves beyond our comfort zones. So whether it's joining a sports team, participating in debate club or engaging in artistic projects, students under this influence of Leo's energy are likely to excel and make a significant impact on whatever you put your mind to right now as well. So by embracing this transit, we can learn to use our inner strength and drive to make the most out of our career and educational journey. In terms of personal and spiritual development, we may feel a stronger sense to, as I said earlier, express your unique talents and abilities. It can help us embrace our inner power, step into the spotlight, be more courageous in pursuing our passions and aspirations. On a spiritual level, the sun's transit in Leo can light a spark within us that urges us to connect with our authentic self. So this is all about being authentically you, as I said in the introduction. Leo's energy can be brave and animated, and it encourages us to embrace our individuality and shine our light in the world, as well as uncover on hidden talents and gifts that can allow us to tap into our creative potential. The lion-hearted Leo energy promotes self-confidence and self-belief and reminds us that we are worthy of success and recognition, pushing us to step out of our comfort zone and take risks. Through this process of believing in ourselves, we can learn lessons about courage, resilience and personal growth. becoming the kings and queens and non-gender binaries, that we are in charge of our own destinies, reminding us that we have the power to shape our lives and positively impact those around us, embracing, nurturing ourselves, caring for ourselves. Just like the sun radiates warmth and light, Leo's energy reminds us to prioritise our well-being and honour ourselves. Embracing self-love creates a solid foundation for personal and spiritual growth. So in conclusion, the sun's transit in Leo may bring a stronger desire to express our unique talents and abilities. So just like the fearless, lion-hearted Leo, this energy promotes self-confidence and self-belief. It reminds us that we are worthy of success and recognition, pushing us to step out of our comfort zones and take risks. So yeah, although the sun transiting in Leo gives us more passion and enthusiasm, on the negative end it can make us attention seek and be self-centered or dramatic, so we need to watch out for becoming too arrogant or stubborn in the pursuit of our personal goals as well. The best use of the sun's transit in Leo is to use the energy of our inner fire and let it fuel our ambitions. It's time to take bold actions and showcase our talents and assert ourselves with confidence, as well as, focusing on creative projects, leadership roles, or public speaking and learning new things. On the deeper esoteric level, it's about embracing our true selves and stepping into our personal power, letting go of self-doubt or fear of judgment, and instead embracing your inherent strength and radiance. So yeah, it's good to remember that although it is natural to seek recognition and validation, it should not overshadow our genuine intentions or sense of integrity, or stepping over others to get to the top and disrespecting their boundaries and stuff like that as well. By responsibly channeling the sun's in Leo's energy, you can inspire others through your accomplishments and encourage them to tap into their inner fire. However, it's essential to be mindful of the potential challenges that come with the sun in Leo. The strong desire for attention and recognition can sometimes lead to us becoming overly self-centered, narcissistic and dramatic. So yeah, it's crucial to balance asserting ourselves confidently and being considerate of other people's needs. Moreover, we should also guard against being arrogant or stubborn in our pursuit of our own goals. Whilst it's useful to be ambitious, it should not come at the expense of collaboration, working with others, or empathy. So yeah, all in all, the Leo energy encourages us to be courageous and assertive, but also reminds us to lead with kindness and generosity. So yeah, that was my take on the sun transiting in Leo. Take care.